In the top stories, we hear from Suzette Clarke, the mother of stabbing victim Christopher Callender's daughter. Italy's ambassador says CARICOM countries were placed on a tax blacklist by accident. And Levi Cadogan has high hopes for local sprinting. Welcome to Nation News for Monday, August 24th, 2015. I'm Natasha Beckles. What was supposed to be a joyous reunion for a father and daughter has been marred by tragedy. 43-year-old Christopher Callender was fatally stabbed on Saturday night after spending the day with his 6-year-old daughter Brianna, who usually resides in the United States. It was the second time he saw the girl, the first being when she was 3 months old. Brianna's mother, Suzette Clarke, told Nation News Mr. Callender and Brianna were practically inseparable since Brianna arrived in the island on August 15th. She said his death was difficult to handle.
He wasn't an angel, but he was a fun-loving guy, and he tried to help whoever he can help. He was a really loving person.
Good father? Well, he didn't see her very often, but man, he was on the phone every day.
He called her every day. He made sure she was okay. They spoke every day. They video chat, they WhatsApp. So, it's hard.
Police are investigating the stabbing incident in which 2 other men received injuries. A government official is calling for the removal of boundary restrictions for Caribbean fishermen. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Esworth Reed, says it is time that regional fishermen be allowed to work anywhere in the region. Addressing a 2-day fisheries workshop, he said it is possible to achieve this without compromising the sovereign rights of individual countries.
It is my opinion, and it is just my opinion, and does not reflect the opinion of the ministry and that of the minister, that as a region we should allow legitimate fishermen to operate their legitimately registered vessels without hindrance anywhere in the Caribbean, and this is the Caribbean waters, but subject to set rules and a set fee or levy paid either to the member state in which waters the vessel is operating or to a central regional body agency established by CARICOM. The proceeds from the fees and levies collected by the agency can then be divided and distributed among member states based on an agreed formula by the member states involved.
Italian ambassador to Barbados, Paolo Serpi, says Barbados and other Caribbean countries were placed on a European Union tax blacklist by accident earlier this year. He made the revelation on Monday as he and International Business Minister Donald Innes signed a double taxation agreement.
It was an unfortunate mistake, and we have asked the Commission not to repeat that, and this is also our response to that accident. This is a clear signal to Barbados and to other countries of the Caribbean that we have to work on trust. This is a very important issue for both of us, and I think we are confronting it today in the best way. And this is a way to open another door for our cooperation.
Meantime, Mr. Innes says he expects an increase in business as a result of the treaty.
Let me assure you that the government of Barbados will work in conjunction with the Republic of Italy to ensure that this DTA enters into force in a timely manner so that the exchange of tax information as well as trade and investment can be adequately facilitated between our countries. While we can celebrate this important milestone, we must not lose sight of the fact that there's still much more that we can achieve together.
Musician Robin Hunt has passed away at age 80 after ailing for some time. The member of the internationally acclaimed Merry Men was known for his skills on the tenor guitar and banjo. Bandmate Emil Straker said he was like a brother and he liked to make a lot of fun. The Merrymen began their career in 1962. Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite says yet another effort is being made to reduce the backlog of cases in the court system. He says a meeting will be held next month to discuss the implementation of a backlog reduction project, which has already been put into effect in Grenada and Guyana through funding from the Canadian government. Mr. Brathwaite says 3 additional judges will be hired to assist during the 6-month project, which could go into effect before year end. He said a determination will also be made about whether the current number of judges is adequate. Prime Minister Frondell Stewart says he has no intention of stepping down prematurely. He made this clear on Saturday night as he addressed the Democratic Labour Party's 60th anniversary annual conference. Mr. Stewart said the DLP has done more for Barbados than any political party, and it will take on its political adversaries when elections are constitutionally due. That's in 2018. Barbadian women are being warned that Pap smear tests only detect some reproductive system cancers. Obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Vikas Chatrani made the observation recently as he called for more testing for uterine and ovarian cancers. He said below-the-belt cancers are more deadly than breast cancer. Dr. Chatrani was speaking during a press conference to announce plans for the September 13th Sagikar Globathon 5K walk and run to end women's cancers. Retail store Furniture Village has launched a new product in an effort to capture a new segment of the market. The Pine Hill St. Michael's store is now offering Rooms to Go, a United States brand that creates and sells packages designed around specific rooms in the home. General Manager Suzanne Hines told Nation News she was staying positive, although the economy is challenging.
It's not been easy. It's been, up and down, but it's about survival of the fittest. You can't just throw up your hands in despair and shut down shop. You have to be innovative, come up with new ideas to try and work. And I thought, we think that this is going to work for us, so we're very excited.
In sports, Levi Cadogan is predicting a resurgence in sprinting in Barbados. Speaking at the IAAF World Championships in Beijing, China, Cadogan said the island was seeing its best crop since Obadele Thompson. Along with he and Ramon Gittins, there is also former CARICOM champion Mario Burke waiting in the wings. Cadogan and Ramon Gittins both reached the semi-finals of the men's 100 meters. That race was won by Jamaica's Usain Bolt in a much-anticipated clash with American Justin Gatlin. Meanwhile, Akila Jones bowed out of the women's heptathlon at the start of the penultimate event. She was in 14th place with her 4,578 points. Olympic champion Jessica Ennis-Hill of England won with 6,669 points. And finally, a Pittsburgh defense attorney got a hearing postponed at the last minute after convincing a judge that his wife's labor was a matter of life or his death. According to media reports, Mark Daphner was granted a continuance on Thursday after filing a blunt request with a Pittsburgh City Court magistrate. It read, defense counsel's wife went into labor at approximately 11:15 a.m. today, and defense counsel will be killed by his wife if he does not get to the hospital immediately. The district attorney and judge agreed to the move. Daphner said he didn't have a legal reason for the continuance, but he told the truth. And that's Nation News for Monday. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Tuesday or subscribe to our e-paper. Thank you so much for joining us.